by our French politics editor, Marc Perelman. Marc, Emmanuel Macron, he was in Saudi Arabia when this stuff was unfolding. I think he's on his way back now. What is he going to do?
Well, obviously, he is flying back from Saudi Arabia. He will arrive in Paris around 7:30 or 8 p.m., exactly when the vote is supposed to take place on this motion of no confidence. As we speak, we're seeing Marine Le Pen, the head of the National Rally Group at the National Assembly, addressing the National Assembly, explaining why she is supporting this motion of no confidence. Before her, it was an MP from France and Bao, Éric Coquerel, who also explained why. So we're seeing in vivid images this unholy alliance, if you will, between the leftist alliance and the National Rally. When you add their voices and their votes together, they get more than 288 votes. This is what you need to pass a motion of no confidence for the first time since 1962. And unless there is a last-minute surprise or miracle, this is exactly what will happen. So if this happens, it means Michel Barnier is not the prime minister anymore, that he has to resign, his government has to resign, and Emmanuel Macron needs to find a new prime minister. When you go back to Emmanuel Macron's presidency, even his first presidency, it always took him a lot of time, a lot of tinkering, hesitating to find a prime minister. Right now, he has let it be known that if push comes to shove, if Michel Barnier is pushed out, he will decide quickly on a new prime minister. The problem is that he doesn't really have a choice because the equation is the same in the National Assembly. Three equivalent blocks, very far from a majority, even from having a strong minority in the parliament. So he can choose either a technocratic prime minister and government, experts, if you will, or he can choose what's more likely, another politicians. One of the names being bandied around is his defense minister, Sébastien Lecornu, who has been a Macron faithful since his first mandate. Another potential prime minister could be the centrist leader, François Bayrou, who was also a key ally for Emmanuel Macron when he won the presidency and after the re-election. But the real question is, can they put a government together that will be able to get a majority, or at least not a majority against them, like Michel Barnier, and be able to pass a budget because the clock is ticking. They need to pass a budget fairly soon. Financial markets are watching. Brussels is monitoring. And obviously, this is an emergency situation. This is why many are saying that Emmanuel Macron might decide very quickly on a new prime minister. That's the theory. We'll have to know if he can find the magic bullet, the ideal candidate for a prime minister in those very turbulent times in French politics.
Wow.